Hi guys, it's Tim here from cleverbodybuilding.com and today we've got Barry Vormawah, over 50's NABBA bodybuilding champion, current, that's right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Barry's 5 times NABBA Northwest champion.
Yeah.
And also, Barry's competed from age 16, isn't it?
Yes, 16.
All the way through to now.
Yeah, age
welcome.
52.
Welcome, Baz, welcome.
Thanks, Tim.
Okay, so Baz, we're going to have a little bit of a chat about bodybuilding and stuff. Okay, and just before you know, I've known Baz for quite a few years, haven't we?
Yeah,
long time. Was your gym, you made my physique in a way.
Well, yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, you know, we all remember going there, I was at uni and stuff. So,
yeah.
You know, lots of fond memories. It's your leg room and your
leg room, mate.
The torture chamber.
Yeah, definitely,
yeah,
mate.
that was the best little leg days of my life. That was, so definitely. Okay, so we're going to get down to it then, Baz. So, what got you into bodybuilding?
Literally, my cousins and my friends had started training when we were in school, and I seen them getting bigger, and I was jealous, so I wanted to go to the gym with them. Just felt left out. I'm puny.
Yeah. So you want to catch them up?
Yeah.
And did you overtake them in the end then, Baz?
Yeah, they packed in, as a couple of them moved to London for work and what have you. The other cousin moved to Newcastle, and I just carried on.
Cool.
Yeah, carried on.
Is that when you sort of got in your gym and stuff and all that? Like,
no, this was
before that.
I think started training in 1983, when I was just about to leave school. Before the year I left school, we started training, and then I trained with them. They went off to separate ways, and I met other people in the gym who were carried on training with. And I just carried on and then started competing. But I did do my first competition at 16.
Wow.
With one of my friends who I started with, and he beat me. I came last.
Did you?
I didn't put. Yeah, I was rubbish.
How did you feel when that happened, Baz? Did it motivate you to carry on, like?
It did. I thought I'd never come last again in anything, but to be honest with you, it was rubbish. Yeah, deserved to come last. If they could have been a place after last, I'd have got that.
But you're 16, aren't you? You know,
yeah,
that's what happens.
It was all learning, wasn't it?
And these kids out there, you know, a lot of them got to understand, like, it takes a while to build a physique.
It takes a long time, mate. Long time, hard training, hard eating.
It's
everything.
It's a full-time job, isn't it?
Full-time job, yeah.
Yeah, it's very true. All right. So, Baz, what are your fondest memories?
Really, a lot of the people who I've met, I've trained with, and some of the competitions of people I've met at competitions. Some good people.
Yeah.
A lot of friendships.
Definitely. And that comes across when we do quite a few of these videos, actually, because a lot of people say that a bodybuilding community is like a big family, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows each other and it's always dead and happy and that.
All my friends who I'm still friends with now 30 odd years on, I've met through the gym.
Yeah.
Through the gym, they're all like lifelong friends, and even people who I've competed against. I can go to a competition, I can go in there to watch on my own, and I'll end up talking to someone who I've known for 20, 30 years. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, and it can be that long, and it's like yesterday you last met him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Totally with you on that one. Okay, that's good. And I guess you must have some fond memories recently, because you just won the British title, and you've been fighting for that for a long time, haven't you, Baz?
20 odd years.
Yeah. Yeah. Did it feel good?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Brilliant, my best feeling in the world.
I was chuffed when I heard about it.
Oh, mate, it was, because I've you know what, I've done a few Britons over the years. It was class 2, my high class, and the best I got was 3rd in that. Never quite managed to win it. And then as you're getting older, I mean, when I come 3rd, I was 41, so I could have done the over 40s, but I chose to stay in the main class. But as I've got older and older, I thought, well, I'm over 50 now, so I'll have a go with the over 50s.
There we go.
I'm lucky enough for money.
There you go. And I'm not mistaken, you're going for the Universe, aren't you, in November, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So watch this space, guys. See what happens there, eh? Okay, so what do you like the most about bodybuilding?
The competition of improving yourself against yourself.
That's it.
Looking at yourself, and then 6 months later you can look totally different.
That's it.
Yeah. Get out the shower in the morning, catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and you're getting dry and think, oh no. And then 6 months later you do a competition.
That's better.
Yeah, it's okay. It's totally different.
I like that.
And there's no other sport what gives you that.
No, there's not.
No.
No, not that extreme change.
No. I mean, boxing, lads get better at boxing and stuff like that, but it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
With bodybuilding, you can stop bodybuilding for 2 years, then make a comeback.
Yes.
And you can achieve that physique again, if not slightly better.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That doesn't happen anywhere else.
No, you're right there. Yeah. Definitely. You know, and the big changes when you get to boxing, they normally stay at weight level anyway, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it's constant improvement.
Yeah.
Which is a nice thing. It'd be a way of looking at life in general, isn't it?
It is. It's like, you know, and the improvement is on yourself. If you buy a big house or you've got a flash car, when you walk out of that house or away from the car, nothing. Your body's with you all the time.
That's
so
right.
You actually see what you've achieved.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So all the time.
I like that. That's good, that is. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about dietary theories now. So how's your dietary theories about bodybuilding?
Old school.
Old school?
Old school. Proteins, carbs, fats. Don't understand macros or micro this or micro that. I don't understand it. I do like what I consider to be the best champions, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lee Haney, people like that, what they've done.
Yeah.
And it's tried and tested, it's worked for them, produced some of the best champions ever. And not that I'm one of the best, but it's worked for me.
Yeah, it's definitely done the job.
So,
Definitely done the job, hasn't it?
I think there's too much nowadays about insulin spiking and eating cereals and stuff like that. When you just, if you eat,
I know you're talking.
Look, if you eat protein, poultry, fish, red meat, carbohydrates, potatoes, rice, bit of pasta, fruit and veg, nuts, seeds, you can't go wrong. That's what our bodies were designed for. They weren't designed for Cocoa Pops and Pop-Tarts.
They weren't.
Not really, no.
We didn't have Pop-Tarts, did we, when we were cavemen?
No, didn't have toasters either to put them in.
Like it. Okay, so going off that, do you know how much protein would you have a day?
Don't have a great deal. Never have over 300. Never.
No. Okay.
No. I think as I get older as well, I don't need as much protein.
Okay.
I think too much protein, as far as I'm concerned, causes problems.
Okay. What sort of problems do you get with that?
I know it's not too good for your kidneys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I see I'm not big on protein drinks, either supplements.
Okay.
I try to get on my food.
Your solid foods.
Solid foods.
Okay.
Yeah. I think protein drinks, I think they're overrated. But that's only my my outlook. You know what I mean? I think if you spent more money on chicken and eggs and fish, you'll get more out of it.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Supplements are what they are. They're just supplements. You supplement your diet. If you're going to miss a meal, have a protein drink, but do not put the protein drink in as a meal.
Yeah. If
you can eat solid food.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That can make sense, that does.
Yeah.
What about carbs then? Because a lot of people are scared of carbs.
No, you've got to have your carbs. Your body can't digest protein efficiently without carbohydrates. Your body won't work without carbohydrates. So to have a no carbohydrate or very low carbohydrate diet, senseless.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, as you're getting closer to competition, to gain your condition, you do lower your carbs. Get your condition and then slightly increase them.
But when you're bulking, you've got to have them in there, right?
You've got to have them in there.
There's a lot of people these days are going on about keto dieting and all this malarkey, and
each to their own, but I don't agree with it. That's not mine.
It must be tough, that. Must be tough,
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it must be very tough.
Okay, so do you do anything specific with your nutrition all year round? Or is it like you do it towards a show?
I eat similar foods all year round. Except it'll just be stricter towards the competition. For example, if I'm having chicken and rice, I might put off-season water-based curry over it, so it's not full of fats.
Yeah,
gives me taste.
Of course.
Instead of the food being bland, and it doesn't really have to be that bland.
No.
Closer to competition, you'll take things like that out.
I'm with you.
But also off-season, if I want something, I'll eat it. I'll eat all my good food.
Yeah.
But
so you've got a takeaway one day, you'll have it.
Yeah.
Or like if you fancy that, like chocolate bar or whatever.
I'll have it, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But generally, you like pretty much the same sort of foods.
Yeah.
And that probably makes it easier for going onto a diet, doesn't it?
Yeah, because all I have to do with that is adjust my carbs. Because my protein will stay the same.
Yeah.
The amount of protein I eat, portion size, arguments say 200 gram of chicken or fish, will stay the same off season as it will pre-contest. My protein stays level all year round, and then all I do is adjust my carbohydrate.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and fats.
And
well,
fats.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's a sensible way of doing it.
Yeah. And then you're not up the wall, you're not up and down panicking.
Like a lead priest, he goes like...
Well, he's an exception, you know what I mean? He can do it because he's one of the best. So
yeah, exactly, yeah.
He can get away with it.
It worked for him, didn't it?
Worked for him.
Okay, so we'll go on to your training now, Baz. So how do you sort of train then? Give me an idea. We'll give everyone an idea of...
I always used to do basic exercises, deadlifts, clean and press, squats, presses, all that. I still do as much as I can, but as I'm older, I've got more injury. I've been training for 37 years, so I've got a lot of injuries. So I have to do a lot of me pressing now on Smith machines. Okay. Because it just takes a lot of the strain off the joint for me.
Yeah, okay.
I can't train as heavy as I used to. So I do more high reps.
Yeah, a bit of volume like.
More volume training, high rep sets, yeah.
That's it.
Especially on legs.
I remember when I was at your place, you used to do quite heavy like deadlifts and stuff, didn't you? And things like that. And I was standing there in amazement going, what's that? Yeah. Well, how can you lift that?
Those days are over, mate. Well over.
Love it.
Okay. It's hard enough picking up my 2 grandsons nowadays, heavy enough. Pick up them big deadlifts.
You're gonna get those into it as well.
They'll do some form of training, whether they go into bodybuilding, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Okie dokie. So, do you do splits? You like body part splits?
4-day split I normally do. Chest and triceps, shoulders and traps, legs on their own, and back and biceps.
Cool. And then do you have a look? So it gives you a bit more rest, doesn't it? Then?
Yeah.
So you have like sort of 3 days rest.
3 days rest. I'll do Monday, Tuesday, normally rest Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, rest the weekend, then repeat.
Perfect, yeah.
But sometimes I'll go to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 days.
Okay.
And do a push-pull legs.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you get what I mean?
Is that depending on if you needed rest? Because you know your body, right?
Yeah, sometimes I get tired because I train 6 o'clock in the morning. So I get up about 4:30. Sometimes your body gets tired after a while and I need more rest days.
Yeah.
Because I'm busy, I need to get trained in the morning and then go home, have a nap, and then go about my business.
So going back to like the rest days, just for like the guys that are watching this now, how important do you think rest days are for like growing, for example? Because a lot of people don't have them, do they?
Well, you only grow when you rest.
Exactly.
You don't grow when you train. You break the muscle tissue down when you train, but then you've got to rest and need to repair it.
That's right, isn't it?
And if you're in the gym again, doing the same thing, when do you grow?
Exactly.
The same with lads doing arm days. They do a specific day for arms, but they don't realise when they've done the chest and the shoulders, the triceps are being worked. When they've done the back, the biceps are being worked. And then they do a specific day for arms. So their arms are getting worked half a dozen times a week. So when are they growing?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So this is overtraining. I still in my gym. I still see it, lads.
Yeah. Oh, you see it everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, but always see it.
It's quite interesting because when you speak to people, they go, "Wow, you must be training all day to get like that," but they don't realise it's only quite a small amount of training, isn't it?
An hour, 4 times a week. And if you train hard enough and intense enough, that's enough.
It's more than enough.
More than enough. If you're in the gym for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, you're not putting enough into your sets.
Yeah, you're probably talking to your mate too much, right?
Yeah, or walking down the gym with your mobile phone, texting.
Snapchat.
Yeah. Or setting a tripod up, training, taking pictures of yourself training.
You see that
and other people are trying to train around you.
Yeah.
And waiting for the equipment.
Yeah.
And you're posing and pouting.
You see it all the time, don't you? Yeah. I get that.
Bring back the old days.
So going back to your training again, when you do your sets and reps, do you have a lot of rest or do you have minimal? Or do you time it or?
No, as long as it takes me training partner to do a set and get off.
Straight in, like.
Straight on, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really quite intense, isn't it? That's good, that's good. Firm believer in that myself, must admit.
Yeah.
Must have got it from you, actually, man.
The Scouse way, mate.
The Scouse way, it rolls, doesn't it?
It does, mate.
Okay. So, you know, when you're training, do you change your training when you're competing to when you're bulking?
No. I try to train as hard as I can off season, and also towards a competition. The only thing towards a competition, the last 6 weeks of training isn't as intense because you get really low, and there's a chance of injuring yourself, and your energy levels are low as well.
It's hard work, isn't
so
it?
yeah, but basically, if you haven't got the physique 6 weeks out, apart from a bit of fine tuning, losing that last bit of fat, last bit of water, you're not ready.
Yeah.
You should already have the physique 6 weeks out.
Yeah, totally.
Nothing's going to change apart from your condition.
Really
You're killing yourself with 400-pound squats and 400-pound deadlifts and stupid benches isn't going to make you any bigger. You know what I mean?
Not with the calories that low, right?
That's wishful thinking. You know what I mean?
Totally with you on that. Okay. So, what do you do when you change things for a show? Do you put cardio in?
Yes. I start off with half an hour stationary bike, 4 days a week. The day after the train, after my workout, then I'll do my stationary bike. And as the competition gets closer, I'll knock it to 45 minutes. And then I'll add the Wednesday.
Cool.
So I'll do 5.
I'm with you.
Yeah, but I always rest the weekend.
Always, yeah?
Always rest the weekend.
Need that rest, don't you?
Need that rest.
And you always come in very good nick, don't you?
I always make sure to get as tight as I can.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you not in nicks with your fair baths.
It's been a couple of times.
Has it?
Yeah, it's been a couple of times. But that's because I was
16.
Yeah, that was like a skeleton, and I was more than in nick. You could see me bones, you could see me ribs. That was over dieting. Sometimes I've just tried something slightly different and it hasn't quite worked.
Okay.
But if I always stick to what I know, I always get conditioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. So basics, right? Isn't it?
Basics, yeah.
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 A lot of people try different things all the time,
Yeah.
don't they? But it can change things a bit,
Yeah.
can't it? All right. So that's quite an interesting one. You're just drinking water. Then I'm going to ask you about water now. So how do you water deplete for a show?
I don't actually deplete because your body's 70% water. When I say I don't deplete, I suppose I do. If I'm drinking 6 litres of water, I'll do that to, if the show's on the Sunday, I'll drink 6 litres of water up to the Friday. The Saturday, I'll halve it to 3 litres.
Okay.
And then the day of the show, I'll sip it as needed.
Yeah.
But I'll be using high dosage vitamin C as well.
Yeah.
To drain the water, to flush, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
With your body being 70% water, everyone's got their own way. I don't agree with.
Because the risk of flattening out, isn't there, if you cut it?
Risk of flattening out and also cramps.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So,
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I nearly did that once myself, actually.
I've done it once. I'd never do it again. You learn by your mistakes.
Totally. Yeah, okay. So, do you carb up for a show?
Yeah, but I never actually put my carbs that low when I need to carb up. But what I'll do is, I always try to be near enough right 2 weeks out from a competition.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is I'll add half a potato every 2 days. Mm-hmm. So by the time the competition comes around, I'm about 4 potatoes up. On what it was when I was at my lowest.
Yeah.
But I will still be having, they'll still be at my lowest, a couple of 100 gram of carbs.
Right.
A day.
That's,
and then I'll just slightly eat up.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Do you know what they get to when you come to the show day?
No, I always go by the mirror.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I never.
Mirror doesn't lie, right?
Mirror doesn't lie. I don't. When people say to me about dieting, I don't count calories, don't count carbs, don't count protein. I use the mirror and the scales.
And you have the same amount of foods, and they just
just. And then if I'm losing more than £2 a week, I'll up my food. If I'm not losing enough or whatever, I'll vice versa. I'll change it.
Cool.
You know what I mean? I'll add it up or all of it, depending on what.
It's very sensible, isn't it? Yeah, it's the right thing to do.
You can do all these technical things, but if you look in the mirror and you don't look right, you're eating too much. Or if you're too flat, you're not eating enough.
Yeah.
So you just change it round.
Yeah, completely. I like that. Okay then, guys. So, have you ever competed abroad, Baz?
Yeah. Competed in Alzey in Germany. Just outside Frankfurt. That was with Wabba. And that was when I first went into the Misters. I was 23. Wow. 24 years ago.
How did you cope with travelling? It's quite technical, I guess.
But I wasn't it didn't really affect me. Because I just done exactly what I knew, which was eat potatoes and chicken. I just got a cooler box. There wasn't all the regulations there is now. So I just took them on the plane. I was eating as normal.
Fair play.
I'm drinking my water. So to me, it was no difference. It wasn't exactly. Germany's not a long flight.
No,
it's not a long haul flight, so it didn't really affect me.
That's good.
It only affected me when I got battered on stage because we were brilliant. Yeah, it was the first time I'd ever done an international show.
Right.
It opened my eyes.
Yeah, because some of them guys are silly, aren't they? Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Oh God, I remember going into the toilet watching the Universe once, and all the guys just come off, the Brazilian chaps had just come off from the Mr. shows, and you're like, oh bloody hell.
Yeah. Another world.
Do I train?
Yeah, you question yourself, why do I bother?
Yeah, crazy. Okay. Right, here's a good question for you, Baz.
Go on, mate.
How long did it take you to get your show-winning physique?
Started at 16. I won a junior competition at 19, 18 or 19. Then I went into the novices, and I come third in the novice NABBA Northwest. Then a week later I won the WABBA Northwest in the novice, beating some of the lads who beat me. And then I come second in the WABBA Britain, which used to have a big Britain for WABBA, all them year 1989.
Wow.
Then I went away, come back into the Misters, and it took me my second class 2 Mister to win. I got beat the first year by a good friend of mine. He passed away now, Jeff Hawkins.
Right.
Yeah, he was good. He beat me the first time in class 2.
Wow. And
the second year, I come back and won it.
Good effort.
Yeah. But to actually reach from starting off to universe standard when I first done the unit was 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
So it takes time.
Takes time.
And I guess a lot of the guys outside, even watching this now, need to appreciate it does take time. I see people all the time going, do you reckon I can go pro in a year? And it's time and patience. And...
It's impatience, and people who are pros generally have superior genetics, and you can't judge yourself against them and how long it's going to take you.
Yeah. So, yeah.
If they started on the same day as you and you were both eating the same food and drinking the same amount of liquid, they would still be better than you. Because they've got the genetics.
They'll grow quicker.
Yeah, grow quicker. Yeah. And, it's very hard to say, could I go pro and how long would it take?
Because no one has a clue.
No one has a clue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. But generally it takes a while, doesn't it?
It takes a long time just to get to national level, like Britain standard. Yeah. Never mind professional.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a patience game, as I say. Definitely.
Of course it is. Of course it is, mate. You just got to keep going to the gym, keep eating, just keep doing it.
You gotta love it, right?
A lot of these little kids, I don't know, there's that many categories in competition now. There's one where you cover your legs. If you don't like squats, wear Bermuda shorts. And I suppose there'll be one soon where you put a tank top on if you don't like doing your upper body. It's a joke.
It won't be long, will it?
It won't be long. Next, you'll be able to put something over your face if you're ugly.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. So, Baz, if you were going to give some advice to a young, up-and-coming bodybuilder, what would it be?
Just train hard, not overtrain. 3 to 4 days maximum. Make sure you eat enough food and make sure you get enough sleep, enough rest, because you only grow when you rest.
Sleep's important, right?
Yeah. All these people now, they're more concerned with going out for a weekend and what they're wearing and where they're going, and should we book a booth and get a bottle of Grey Goose and all that. Spend that money on food. You know what I mean? You mind party and go to bed.
Totally with
you. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's obsessed with partying and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's big, isn't it, partying?
Yeah.
How much sleep do you normally have then?
I get up about 4:30, so I try to go to bed by 10 o'clock.
Okay.
If I can.
Yeah.
Some nights...
It's quite early, that, isn't it? 4:30?
Yeah. The other night I was in bed at 9:15. It was great.
Oh, yeah, good.
Brilliant. But I can't always get to bed early.
Yeah.
But never later than 11.
Cool.
Never.
That's good. So maybe sleep, guys.
Yeah.
Recovery. Definitely the way forward.
Recovery, yeah.
Definitely. So you've had quite a lot of success, haven't you, recently, with people you've been training as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about that.
I've trained 2 people from my gym last year. Kieran Bogg and Amy Newell. They both done the NABBA UK. Kieran won the novices and Amy won the Miss Athletic. Then Amy went on to the Miss Athletic Universe and got 4th.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, and they're both getting ready now for the NABBA Britain.
Excellent.
Yeah.
NABBA Britain, you got good hopes for him.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Definitely.
That's what I like to see,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Definitely, mate.
You got any young kids coming up through the ranks, type of thing?
Yeah, there's a few. There's actually a few people. I've got a bodybuilder in my gym. He's trained there for years. He's 68 years old, Kenny Brown. He's just won the IBFA over 60s Mr. World.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good effort.
So he's really good as well.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of. I've got British bench press champion Paul Hickman. He's trains in my gym.
Awesome.
There's loads. I've got a lot of UFC fighters who come in as well.
Yeah, because you've got
gyms next door.
Yeah, because you've got all that.
Carbon's next door.
Yeah, you've got
is,
like CrossFit style thing, haven't you?
No, actually next door to me is Carbon, which is the best
right, yeah.
MMA gym in
the
country probably.
So they come and do your...
No, they're always, they come in anyway because we've got a cafe. Some of them will eat upstairs in the cafe
right,
as well,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, wicked.
So, because the next door we've got like lads from that sport, quality lads from that sport coming in as well.
That's it, because you moved, how recently did you move to your gym?
9 years ago.
9 years?
From the old gym, yeah.
Because I remember your old gym, obviously, that's when I was up in your neck of the woods type of thing.
The dungeon.
The dungeon's great, great fun. I just love that place. Just get 2 buses there, you know.
It was worth 2 buses.
It was definitely 2 buses to get there. It was great fun. I just love it. And then I did have a little tour around your gym about a few years ago, actually, and it is really good, guys. So it's on Wavertree.
Wavertree,
It's still Wavertree.
Wavertree, yeah. Just over the road.
Training station in Wavertree, guys. Well worth a go.
Thank you.
Well worth a visit.
Thanks for the plug.
It's legendary. Cool. All right then, Baz. I think we've done most of our questions there. Anything you want to add to that?
Not really, no. I think we've covered most things, yeah.
We've covered quite a lot of stuff there. So guys, lots of information there to digest, and hope some of those tips can help you out. Okay, so go and have a look at the other videos on the website, and you'll get lots of help along the way. So we'll see you again next time. Thanks very much, Barry, for coming.
Thanks, Tim.
It's been a pleasure.
And you, mate. Thank you.
Lovely.